I was investigating the FBI and the Department of Justice for corruption. People in my office were like, no, we don't want to touch this. If I help you investigate the FBI and the Department of Justice, they will come after me like they're going to come after you, and they will destroy you and they will destroy me. So you're telling me you're afraid? He goes, yes, I'm afraid. I said, well, I'm not. We have a job, and if we can't do this job, we should quit. Because who's going to protect Texas? Who's going to protect the people of Texas from corruption from the federal government if we can't even try?
Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton.
Ken Paxton.
Impeachment.
You went to the FBI on September 30th without any evidence.
That's right. We took no evidence.
Allegations of bribery, unfitness for office, and abuse of public trust.
He's being attacked by his own employees.
Did you gain any after that?
I don't recall.
About Ken Paxton and how bad Ken Paxton is.
The Board of Managers presented overwhelming evidence.
I think the Biden administration came to the Texas House and said, we want Paxton out. We need you to get Dave Phelan, the Speaker, to impeach him. The Biden administration sent 2 lawyers to the House Investigating Committee, which investigated me secretly. There's 5 members, 2 Democrats and 3 Republicans. One of the Republicans didn't even know they were investigating me. He was on the committee. He didn't find out till the day that the committee voted to impeach me that it was an investigation of me, and he was told by the committee that he had to vote for the impeachment, even though he just found out about it. And even though he'd said I was the best attorney general in the country, if he wanted to keep his position, if he wanted to come back, if he wanted the Speaker's help, he had to vote for impeachment, and so he did. They announced the investigation. They had 1 hearing for 3 hours that was public. They had no sworn testimony, which is required by law. They are required by state law to have sworn testimony. They had none. They posted the articles of impeachment within 2 days on the holiday weekend and Memorial weekend on Saturday. I knew I couldn't stop it. It had already been set. I knew that the Speaker controlled it. I knew the Democrats controlled it, and there was nothing I could do about it.
There have been 121 ayes and 23 nays, 2 present not voting, 3 absent. The resolution is adopted.
So what is this case about? It's about nothing.
No matter what anybody tells you, it was not a presumption of innocence. It was a presumption of guilt. We had to prove I was innocent on all 20 of those.
When the House Board of Managers brought this case, they made an assumption. They assumed that this man would quit.
I am not resigning. They're going to have to vote me out. I want them to vote. They're going to be accountable to the voters no matter what happens. I said, look, you guys are going to have to win every single day of trial, and you're going to have to win every hour. You're going to have to win every minute, because if there is one little opening, I won't survive. I have to win legally, and that doesn't guarantee a win. There's still a political side that will overwhelm the law and the facts. The law and the facts become irrelevant if they can find a political angle.
If you decided this case from the Houston Chronicle, the Texas Tribune, Texas Monthly, Dallas Morning News, whoa, Ken Paxton's guilty. But there ain't no evidence to support it.
First time my story started coming out was when we started cross-examining their witnesses. And each of their witnesses turned into my witness. Their star witness, the very first guy, Jeff Mateer, came up, and Tony Busby, my attorney, took him to task and got him to admit that they had nothing when they went to the FBI, that they had no evidence.
You had no clue that Brandon Kammack had received a second referral from the DA's office, did you? I did not.
Every day, their witnesses became our witnesses.
The only evidence we have in this case is they don't like Ken Paxton.
My legal team was amazing. They did an amazing job, but it wouldn't have been enough to survive had the people of Texas not spoken up, and they spoke up loud and clear. So there were a lot of Republicans who wanted me to go, who had to not vote for that because their constituents were watching and paying attention. So I was there for the closing arguments. They ended the 10th day of trial on Friday to deliberate. I got a call from the governor, and he said, "Congratulations." He goes, "I don't know anything, but there's no way you could lose this. There's no way you could lose this." It was just a devastating case against the other side. I find out they're going to come back that morning at 11. And so I called my assistant. I said, "Hey, come over. It was a nice day." And I said, I can't listen to this. I want you to listen to it, and you come out and tell me how it goes. She'd come out after each article and say, "Acquitted." And she'd tell me the vote. Acquitted.
Today, the state's Attorney General, Ken Paxton, was acquitted of all articles of impeachment.
The votes are in, and 2/3 of the chamber did not feel that he was guilty of those crimes.
A clear victory here for Ken Paxton, who will now presumably be placed back into office.
You're going to see other lawsuits coming from us to try to force the administration to do the right thing, which is merely protect our citizens.
The feds win in federal court, giving Border Control the right to remove dozens of miles of razor wire put up by the state of Texas.
Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton say they will continue fighting in court to keep the razor wire up.
These are all things that fundamentally affect whether we are going to be a free country. That excites me to go fight for that. And if we don't fight now, we're going to lose our freedom. We lose Texas, we lose everything.